Morning, everybody. Welcome to a beautiful, beautiful brand new day. The sun is shining, the wind is blowing, the leaves are dancing. My wakalapi, my coffee is really hot. It's a beautiful day to be alive. And for those of you that were just with me over at Del Marie's show, Walk a Good Life, oh my goodness, what a wonderful show that was this morning with my Chue, my elder sister, Del Marie Dullknife Bradfield. That was a fantastic show. She was talking about courage. She was talking about self-sacrifice and those things that we're called to do each and every day of our life. So it's a good morning. It's a beautiful morning to be alive. It's great to have you all with me this morning. And if you would be so kind, if you are so inclined, to like and share this broadcast, that would be fantastic. I would be ever so grateful for you to do that. And I'm just going to do that here for a brief moment so that we can have all of our friends gathered here this morning before Polly Jo LeBay begins her show. And as we are doing that, here we are. Very good. Hold on just a moment. All right, we can begin. So everybody, deep breath in. Deep breath into your body. This beautiful vehicle that Creator has helped to create for our human journey called the human lifetime. That's exactly what that is. And we're having a human experience as spiritual beings. It is not for the faint of heart. I'm just going to say that. Good morning, Jocelyn. Hey, CJ. It's good to see you this morning. Good morning again, Sonia. Did you like that little video clip that I put on your Facebook page yesterday? Oh, my goodness. Good morning, Nikki. Hey, how fun is this? Good morning, Robin. Good morning, Jane. Elise, good morning, my love. Angie, Julie Fortino, Shirtlift. Good morning, Jules. How are ya? Virginia, good to have you with me this morning, each and every one of you. Good morning from across the pond, Nellie. Good to see you, my friend. And Rochelle, good morning, Rochelle. And Rochelle, thank you for the beautiful birthday card. It's a beautiful card. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that. Good morning, Claudia. Oh my goodness, this weekend, this past week has just been extraordinary for me. It began with me being invited to speak to a group of first graders, Mrs. Wilson's first graders at the charter school in Cedar Springs. And she asked me on behalf of Native American Heritage and History Month if I would bring in some artifacts and some things for the little ones to touch and to be with. And I love kids. There's just something about the little ones, the young ones, And so I was happy to go and to speak to them and to bring some really wonderful things in for them to touch and hold and feel, because kids like to do all of that. And I was sharing with Chue Del Marie before her show this morning that there was one young guy that was sitting on the floor next to me. And he sat so quietly. There were about 25 to 30 6-year-olds all gathered around, you know how they do, sitting on the floor. And this young boy, he started stroking my hand. He was stroking my hand. And he looked at me very intently. And he said to me so gently, he said, "You're a brown person and a white person, aren't you? You're brown and white." And I looked at him and he said, "How can you be a brown person and a white person, but your skin is brown and white?" I know it is. And so I hadn't even introduced myself yet. And so this is where we allow Spirit to guide us in conversation. I looked at the class, all these beautiful little sweetheart faces that were looking at me, and I said, okay, everybody, how many of you are familiar with the word adopted? Oh, some of them raised their hands. Some were excited to be talking about it. And I said, I'm a white person and a brown person because I'm adopted. And I talked about what I know of my roots. And we had the greatest conversation about respect for everyone. 6-year-olds talking about it's okay to be brown. It's okay to be white. It's okay to be whatever. It's okay. And then the little boy looked at me and he said, Miss Denise, before that turtle was made into a rattle, did it pass out of his body? Did he pass away and then he became a rattle? And I said, yes, sweetheart. When the turtle passed away, his shell was left and it became this beautiful rattle. And he said to me, well, you know, Miss Denise, when we pass away, when animals pass away too, they don't need their shells or their fur or their bodies anymore, do they, Miss Denise? And I said, no, sweetheart, none of us need any of that after we pass away. And it started this magnificent conversation with 6-year-olds about what happens when we pass away. And I just let them talk amongst themselves. I didn't interrupt them. And then I brought them back to center. The reason that I'm bringing that up is that we never know when we're going to be called to talk about our own story, to share who we are, to go with the flow of what Spirit is presenting in front of us. Later that evening, I received a message from his teacher saying that the young man that was talking to me about my skin being brown and white, and me being a brown and white person, is also an adopted child. And his adopted brother was also in the classroom listening very intently to what Miss Denise had to say. And the reason they were in that school is because the year prior at their old school, at the ripe old age of 5, they spent a lot of time crying, coming home in tears because they were made fun of for being adopted. And when I found that out, all I could hear was, Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, right? Teach the children well. All of us, all of you, me, it's our responsibility. I believe all children are our children. It's our responsibility to teach them that it doesn't matter what color the skin is, where they live, where they come from, what their name is. All of us. We all have that responsibility, and we all know as adults the best way to do that is to respect one another, because children watch. They watch. And I had so much fun. They had so much fun with everything. I was invited to stay for recess. Miss Denise, will you please stay for recess? Well, that's a high honor from a group of 6-year-olds, right? So that was the beginning of my week last week, and rolling through my birthday. And then this Saturday, oh my goodness, the Montcalm Artist Association highlighted 2 of my very favorite people in the world. Of course, my dear friend, Claudia Nielsen, who is responsible, by the way, I'm going to duck down so you can see a portion of the work she created here in my office. Yes, the entirety of that whole wall Claudia painted, and she was being honored Saturday at the artist reception along with Emma Wolverton. And Emma is a young person, an extraordinary young person, and I wanted to be there to help her understand the gifts and talents that she had. So as light workers, as elders, as adults, every time we encourage a young person, we tell them, oh my goodness, that art is extraordinary. How were you inspired? Whatever that happens to be, that's also being of service, is just being kind and uplifting one another. So as we move into sacred space with one another, the candles are lit. The dogs are sleeping. Hey, CJ. Yeah. Kids can be so cruel. Absolutely. They certainly can. And so it's our job as, their elders to show them another way. How do we talk to one another? How do we email to one another, right? What do we post on Facebook? What do we post on Facebook? Is it positive? Is it passive aggressive? Is it mean? They're watching. Last night during Julie Hedges' show, The Tarot Journey, I noticed that my very young niece tuned in to listen to her. My very young niece, Skylar, tuning in to hear about the Tarot Journey. So what are we putting out on Facebook via Be Live, via our posts, all of those good sorts of things, right? All right, here we go, everybody. Well, thank you, Margaret. Margaret, I hope that you liked your calendar. Yeah. Yes, adults can also be very cruel. I know. I think that there should be like passive-aggressive police on Facebook and Twitter. I'm always just astounded. Put some light out there, people. Put some light out there. Air your dirty laundry somewhere else. Maybe the laundromat. That'd be good, huh? All right, so we're going to draw a group card for everybody. And what came up for everybody, hey, CJ, is this. Wombly. Wombly Eagle. The Eagle Nation. The Eagle Nation represents many things. It represents rising above the fray. You know, I was talking about for the next several months, I'm preparing to do another Humblecha, a vision quest out in South Dakota. And so my older brother, he gave me protocols that he would like me to fulfill before the holy man puts me up on the hill. And so part of preparing to do a ceremony such as the Vision Quest, the Humblecha, is that you have to kind of rise above some things. You have to take a higher look at things. You have to soar. You have to soar above. And so the eagle teaches us that the reason that sometimes it flies alone, it mostly is alone. You know, we don't usually see flocks of eagles. If we do, that's really quite something. Sometimes we can feel really alone with our prayer, can't we? Sometimes we can feel really alone with a situation. And sometimes we have to be in that quiet and rise above it. Rise above it. Watch it play out. Observe. The eagle observes. Right? The eagle doesn't just get into the fray. Rises above. It observes. It's right next to Creator, always praying. They say that the eagle Wambli Oyate, the eagle nation, flies the closest to Wakantanka, to the Great Spirit. So close, always listening to the Great Spirit, always listening to the Great Holiness, and then brings the message of the Great Spirit to earth, to the bear, they say, to Mato Wakan, to the Holy Bear. And we all do that. We're being called to do that. Spend more time in prayer and meditation. Be in that energy of prayer, meditation, contemplation, yoga, whatever that is for you out in nature, and to wear that and to be with that on the earth plane. That's how we bring Creator to earth many times. Okay. Rochelle is saying, I needed to hear what you are saying. Oh, good. Margaret saying she loved the calendar, the Mystic's Heart calendar. All right, here we go. I love Tuesday mornings with all of you, by the way, and all of you that are tuning in later. Remember the eagle. The eagle is here for you with that message. Oh, I wanted to tell you what the mantra of the eagle is as well, because it's quite beautiful. I see the beauty and perfection of the Creator in all things. That is the message of eagle, is to see the beauty of the Creator and the perfection of the Creator in all things. And you know what? It's not easy to always see that, is it? It isn't. Sometimes we have to be like the raven or the crow and go right into the darkness of every situation in order to find that beauty and the perfection. The eagle already sees it because the eagle rises above the fray and stays in prayer in the upper octaves. All right, let's go with this. Rochelle. Good morning, Rochelle. I know that you have to leave in just a few moments, so we're going to pull a card for you first. Shuffle, shuffle. All right, Rochelle, the card for you from the Spirit of Mythology Empowerment deck is the unicorn. It's the unicorn. The unicorn says to you, Rochelle, let your light shine. Let your light shine. Darkness prevails where the light is not fully present. The darkness prevails where the light is not fully present. And sometimes we are just called to be the light, right? To be the light bulb, to be the torch. We're called to do that. The message for you today is no matter what, Rochelle, let your light shine. I saw that you were asking the question, what are we here to do? Why are we alive? Why are we here? To let our light shine, to just be us, to love one another, to be good to one another, to let your light shine. And this is an affirmation of that. You have a beautiful light. You have a beautiful light, Rochelle. Let it shine. All right, Elise, this one is for you. It is the Raven card. The Raven. Right. The Raven represents bravery. It represents courage. It represents the ability to go into the darkness, just as I just said about the eagle. The eagle is already in the light. It's soaring above the fray. Sometimes we get drawn into the fray. We can be drawn into what we might call the dark night of the soul, a challenge. But the raven represents triumph. The raven represents triumph. The raven always finds the light. Not only finds the light, the raven retrieves the light and shares the light, the knowledge, the wisdom, the experience with others to give them hope, to give them light in their darkest times. Raven. Lakota Wian, Linda, Lindy. Lindy's in the house. Del Marie, Linda's in the house. Linda Greasiak, the Grease. Linda, I just want to say that when I opened up my birthday card, I almost wet my pants. I'm just saying, thank you, Miss Pickle. I laughed for a very long time when I saw that. I miss you here in Michigan. I certainly do. All right, Margaret, this one is for you. It's the White Heart from the Spirit of Mythology Empowerment deck. The White Heart. The White Heart says, let the adventure begin. Don't be so serious. Let the adventure begin. Be playful. Do something fun. Go out on an adventure. Is there something you've been wanting to do? The White Heart says now is the time to do it. Let the adventure begin. And I would say to you, Margaret, maybe to do some meditation with the White Heart, some contemplation. And when you're feeling maybe a little too serious or stuck in your mind, locked in your brain, invite the White Heart to help unstick you. The White Heart is associated sometimes, at least for me, with the Harry Potter movie, because the White Heart is Harry Potter's Patronus, his higher self, his soul self. Let the adventure begin. There's adventure awaiting you. Angie. Angie, this one is for you. Oh. Hey, Joan. Okay. What is this one? Hey, Connie. This is the Archangel Kamael. Kamael. Kamael says to you, Angie, be confident. Be confident. This is a confidence boosting card. Be confident in who you are and your abilities to choose your own path. You didn't come here to be like everybody else, Angie, or to think like everybody else, or to live like everybody else. And sometimes when we're not living and thinking and acting and looking like everybody else, our confidence can dwindle because we think, you know, why am I not like everybody else? Well, you're not supposed to be like everybody else. You're supposed to be you. And this card is saying to you, Angie, be confident in you. Be confident in you. And if you're not feeling confident, ask Kamael to be present with you. Any of you, when you are lacking confidence, ask Kamael to be with you. Rob. It's the cricket Rob. He's in a meeting all day, so he can't be here. But Rob, it's the cricket. The cricket is, we all know, it's about singing. Imagine that. It's about playing your song. This card, no pun intended, heralds a time of amplification in your musical singing abilities and the exposure of it. The cricket. This is a fertile time for your musical career. It's coming up. You're rolling into it. There you are. Margaret saying, thank you. I have a hard time doing adventure for myself. I will be calling him until I get used to it. Yes. Rock on, Margaret. That's right. Adventure. And sometimes an adventure can just be for a couple of hours at first. Sometimes it's just for a day, right? Adventure's what you make it. That's wonderful. I'm happy to read that. Okay, Lindy Greasiak. Lakotawi. Well, Angie, and so now you know that you can call on Kamael to help you with that. Angels are archetypes of energies. They are energies, and we give them archetypical facades and arrangements in structure, but they are all emanations from the heart and mind of the Creator. All things are. And as we know, all things have a purpose. And so Kamael's purpose is to help us with our confidence. Good morning, Kelly Spencer. Good to see you, Kel. All right. Lindy, Lakotawi. It is the Egyptian god Sobek. Sobek. Sobek says strong boundaries are called for at this time. Strong boundaries and borders are called for at this time. Healthy boundaries, Lindy, whatever that means for you at this time. This is an affirmation that if you are having strong boundaries, that's good. Spirit is saying good one. And if you're waffling in your boundaries, Spirit is saying time to beef them up. Got to have healthy boundaries and healthy borders at this time, Linda. Sobek. That's quite a temple there in Egypt. Yeah. Angie and Nick are brother and sister. It's a beautiful thing. Hey, Coach Dee Dee. Coach Dee Dee. It's good to see you. Oh, my goodness, Denise. Coach Dee Dee. Can Tuesdays just be any funner? I don't know how they could. Honestly, I just don't know. Okay, Jocelyn. Jocelyn. This one is for you. Shuffle, shuffle as I do. It is the water dragon. Oh, this is a beaut from the spirit of mythology. David sells these prints, by the way, as well. The water dragon says to you, Jocelyn, your sixth sense is heightened at this time. And I would add to that, Jocelyn, pay attention. Whenever we are given an intuition that our senses are heightened, we can feel it. We might say, I'm feeling sensitive. Some people will say, I feel hormonal. Lots of ways of saying that we are feeling sensitive. I would say to those people, and I do say to those people, take care of your body and your senses. Take care of your body and your senses. And that means that sometimes then we have to stay away from harsh, toxic people, harsh, toxic situations, conversations, music, experiences. We just have to spend some time being gentle. So I would add that, Jocelyn, this is a time for you to go into meditation, contemplation, and I would add some journey work. Good time for you to be journeying. Jody Castillo, this one is for you. It is what is known as the hippocamp. The hippocamp. From the Spirit of Mythology Empowerment deck, the legend of the hippocamp comes to us from Greece. And the hippocamp, also known as the seahorse, has this message for you, Joan. Go with the flow. Ride with the tide. This is not a time to buck up against things, to put your heels in the ground. This is a time, the hippocamp says, to go with the flow. To go with the flow. Yeah. Not to push things. Sometimes we can want to push things. And hippocamp says, nope. Virginia. All right, Virginia. This one is for you. It is the archangel, or the angel, I should say. It's not an archangel. Nathaniel. Nathaniel is the angel of joy. The angel of joy. And I'm just going to type in here. Where can you learn more about all of these things that David and I have been up to? TheMysticsHeart.com. There it is, TheMysticsHeart.com. You can check all these out. I always forget to do that, and then people say, you didn't tell us where we could get these things. But the angel Nathaniel, Virginia, is about joy. And sometimes in our human life, believe it or not, we can seem to lose our joy. Where did joy go? Did I ever have joy? I wouldn't know joy, Dana, if it came knocking on the door itself. I wouldn't recognize joy. Or I used to have joy. I don't know what happened to my joy, but I don't have joy now. Nathaniel, the angel, Nathaniel, El means light, the light of Nathan, the joy of Creator. When we are feeling like we could use more joy, we need more joy, we can't even recognize joy, we can call upon the angel Nathaniel. This card says, Virginia, come on to the magic carpet ride with me, meditate with me, journey with me, and let's bring some more joy into your life. Joy is your birthright. You came here to have joy. And if that's not happening, you are invited to spend some prayer time, contemplation time, whatever that is for you, meditation time. Invite them to yoga, right? With Nathaniel, the angel Nathaniel. Hey, Marianne and Marianne. It's good to see you. Nikki Jorgensen. Only a few weeks and I start my winter protocol for myself. Talk about joy. Here's how, one of the things I do for myself, joy, is during the winter time when the school is closed, I spend every Friday at the Heartful Art Studio in Big Rapids, Michigan. It's where I get to be creative. I get to hang out with my wonderful friend Nikki and my new friend Muggs and Monet, and I get to get my creative on through the winter. So that's what I do for myself during the winter months. On Friday, that's my gift to myself. After working 6-7 days a week the rest of the year, I take the winter and I slow down just like the bear. Yes. Oh, you are welcome, Virginia. Remember, joy is yours to be had. You are joy. It's also a reminder that you bring joy to people. All right. Nicolette. I can't wait. The Thunderbird is here for you. The Thunderbird. The Thunderbird says, Nikki, stay on your path. You know what? Sometimes in life, isn't it just the truth that the winds of opposition, gossip, projection, life can want to sort of knock us off our path? The Thunderbird, the Wakian, says, stay on your path. You are needed on your path. Stay on that path. No veering off of your path, Nikki. Stay the course. Stay the course. Good morning, Susan. Julie Fortino. Oh, it is the Kokopelli, part of our Native American mythological tradition, Kokopelli. Kokopelli represents fertility, represents abundance. And Kokopelli reminds us, as the bringer of rains, that the greatest prayer that we can give during a time of abundance is a prayer of gratitude. A prayer of gratitude. So this is an abundant time for you, Julie, a very abundant time. And so Kokopelli says an attitude of gratitude is all that's called for at this time. Attitude of gratitude. Thank you for the abundance in my life and for the abundance that continually flows into my life. Thank you. Hey, Donna Thompson. You're welcome, Nikki. That's right. Oh, yeah, yep, Jody. I know. People are like, why are you calling her Jody? Because her nickname is Jody. It is hard to sometimes ride with the tide and go with the flow. Boy, I get that. No doubt about it. All right. Okay, Chue Del Marie. Thank you for that, Jules. I cannot believe how old Marco is. Looking at those photos from the dance. Where did that even go, Julie? I remember when you were pregnant for him. How did that even happen? Wow, what a handsome young man. What a handsome young man. You've done well with those sons of yours, Julie. Bravo. Just bravo. Yeah. All right. Chue Del Marie. The Archangel Michael. The Archangel Michael is with you. Michael is walking with you, is at your side, is helping you through this time in your life. Know that Michael, also known as the eagle, is with you. Michael, stay strong, stay balanced. And when you can't stay strong and balanced, because sometimes it's not easy to stay strong and balanced, we can call upon the Archangel, Saint Michael. Julie Hedges. Julie Hedges, this one is for you. Oh, I really love this card. It's a good one. It is the Jackalope. The Jackalope. The legend of the Jackalope comes from North America. And the Jackalope says, celebrate your uniqueness. Celebrate it, express it, expand upon it, let it grow. This is a time to expand upon and with your unique gifts and talents. And I'm just going to let that be because you know what I'm talking about. This is a time of expansion upon your unique abilities, gifts, and talents. No more hiding under a bushel basket with all of that. Nope. Your unique gifts and talents that are unique to you, your system, your soul. Hey, Susan. Okay. Yeah, we can do that. All right. Mary Zarowitz. It is the Archangel Saint Raphael. I love David Fix's renderings of the angels. All of these cards, as you know, he creates from photographs that he has taken out in nature. Each one of these takes over 20 hours each to complete. Overlay, overlay, overlay. I know some of you enjoy the beautiful necklaces with pendants with these angels on them. Right? You have to check it out, themysticsheart.com or deniseiwana.com. It's all there as well. The Archangel Saint Raphael is here for you, Mary. It's a card of healing. Raphael is calling to you to spend some time with Raphael, enjoying the healing vibrations, the healing octaves, right? Raphael is one of what some people call the four mighty archangels. We think of Michael, Uriel, Gavriel, or Gabriel, or Raphael. Raphael is known as the angel of healers and healing. He's also the angel of inner peace. So when we are not peaceful, we can call upon the energy, the octave of the one known as Raphael. There you go. Oh, wow, that's exciting, Del, to get a seasonal part-time job. That's really something. I know that people would really enjoy having you working with them seasonally. That's for sure. Yeah. Holly. This one is for you, Holly. It is from the Spirit of Mythology Empowerment deck, the Ouroboros, Holly. What the Ouroboros represents is the end of a cycle, the end of a chapter, and the welcoming of a new cycle, the welcoming of a new chapter. So this is a time of reflection on what has been, how it has served you or not, and what you are going to bring forward into what we call the future, into the now and into the future, to further serve the work of your soul, or to not bring into the now and the future, as we call it, because it no longer serves or nurtures your soul. So the end of a cycle is here, and we all get to choose. We can all kind of sort of tell. Yes, Molly, certainly. We can all kind of sort of tell when a cycle is at a completion in our lives, can't we? And some people will sit in neutral for the rest of their lives. I'm just going to sit here in neutral and wait for life to happen. And it never happens and blah, blah, blah. And then when we're consciously aware of cycle endings and beginnings, when we sit with it, when we pray with it, when we decide how it is that the experiences of what we call the past have served us and what we want to have in the now, what we want to bring forward into the future with good, healthy boundaries and guidelines, that's how we help to co-create our reality. So this is a beautiful time for you, Holly. A beautiful time. One chapter closes, a season is ending, a new season is coming. So craft it well. Craft it well. Coach Dee Dee. Coach Dee Dee. This one is for you. It is the Lamassu from the Spirit of Mythology, the Lamassu. Can't really see the face of this beautiful being. The Lamassu says, healthy boundaries are required at this time. They are essential for you at this time. Healthy boundaries. Very good for you at this time. I don't know what's going on. You know what's going on. So healthy boundaries. And I love the mantra for this, Coach Dee Dee. My guardian angels and spirit guides walk with me both day and night. So sometimes when we're setting healthy boundaries, sometimes it's healthy boundaries with our own self, our own thoughts, what we're allowing into our lives of our own doing, our own conjecture. We can call upon the energies of the Lamassu. Again, the Lamassu, all of mythology, is an archetype for an energy that exists in reality. If it exists in our imagination, it then exists. Energy is real. So the Lamassu is saying, have healthy boundaries, have good boundaries, have good boundaries. They're essential at this time. And it's also a reminder that your guides, guardian angels, and allies, and the creator of all things are walking with you. I'm also being told to remind you that you need to, for lack of a better way of saying it, I feel like you haven't been in much ceremonial or sacred space. I feel like you need to create a sacred space and be in it for yourself, a little ceremony to connect with spirit. Okay. I hope that made sense, Coach Dee. I'm hoping. All right, Donna Thompson, our Collage Quest author. I'm going to shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. Sometimes they fly right out of my hands while I'm doing this. All right, Donna. It's the card, the rattlesnake. The rattlesnake. The rattlesnake message is this. There is no more hiding under a rock or in the shadow for you. No. None of that. The rattlesnake, oftentimes we see it cooling itself right under a rock or in a hole. We know it's there sometimes because it'll rattle every once in a while. It'll rattle. But the rattlesnake card says it's okay to rattle once in a while, but spirit is calling you right out of the hole, right out from under the rock, Donna, and to really shine, to get out there and shine for yourself, right? And to the fullness of yourself, the fullness of yourself. My medicine is a unique gift from Creator. I use it in a good way. Years ago, I was sitting out in the Badlands at the stronghold there in the Badlands with my brother-in-law, Buzz, young man, afraid of his horses. And he and I had a conversation about this very thing. He said, you know, my great-grandma used to say to me that everybody is born with a medicine, that Wakan Tonka, the Creator, gives everybody a special medicine or a special gift that they come here to share. In a good way or a not a good way, it's up to everyone how they share their gifts and talents, but it's important that everybody share their medicine. So I feel like this is calling you further out onto center stage, Donna, further out onto center stage and spotlight. I'm just seeing a spotlight. I'm going to leave it right there with that. Out in the spotlight, your spotlight, nobody else's, yours. Hey, Kathy Skirmerhorn. Good to see ya. Okay, Molly, this one is for you. Okay. From the Spirit of Mythology Empowerment deck, Molly, it is what is known as the Thrae. The Thrae, the legend of the Thrae, which comes to us from Greece. The Thrae represents the seer. And the Thrae says, pay attention to what your sixth sense, all of your senses, in fact, are telling you at this time. Pay attention. Be awake. Be aware. Trust your instinct, your intuition, and your gifts. The Thrae represents the Ajna, the third eye, and of course the two seeing eyes, the physically seeing eyes, and the workings of all three. Be awake. Be aware. Trust. Trust. At this time. Yes. I trust my inner vision and my sense of knowing. That is your mantra. Oh, good. Getting it from, oh, yay. That's wonderful, Donna. Yay, yay. Hey, Barb. Good morning, Barb. Good to see you in the house. I think I'm getting better at keeping track of who I'm pulling cards for, but sometimes I'm just having so much fun I forget. So you do have to remind me, everybody, in the thread. It's not that I don't care or any of that. I just get carried away with having fun. Kelly, Spencer, I have my snow pants all out and ready for our sledding party. We just got to get some snow in December. Just saying. All right, Susan. Hey, Rochelle. Susan, this one is for you. All right, it is the hawk, Susan Wilbur, the hawk. Isn't this gorgeous? And I'm being asked over here to please type my website into. That is where you can take a look at all of these cards. And oh, and by the way, those of you that ordered the soft cover version of my new book, Prayers and Incantations to the Light, Blessings from the Mother. This is the hardcover prototype. But the soft cover, if you ordered it, all of those will be shipped by the end of the week. They arrived from the publishing house, and I signed them. And so they're being packaged and prepped and all that good sort of a thing. So for those of you that ordered the soft cover black and white issue or volume of my latest book, it'll be in the mail by the end of the week. And for those of you that ordered the hardcover colored version of the book, that will be going out by the end of the month. So it takes a little bit longer with the hardcover books, as you might imagine. And so all of those are on schedule. And thank you all. Thank you all for ordering my books and things. Without all of you, I wouldn't be sitting here every Tuesday morning having so much doggone fun. Susan, the hawk, Cheta Oyate. Cheta is the hawk. And the mantra of the hawk is this: I see things with great clarity. I have nothing to fear. I have nothing to fear. This is a card of fearlessness. Don't be fearful. You see things with great clarity. You have nothing to fear. And always remember, your guardian angels, the creator of all things, loves you, is with you. Your guardian angels are with you. Sometimes we forget to call upon them. Sometimes we forget to call upon them. But it is a reminder, you have nothing to fear. Do not be fearful. Fear not. Fear not. Oh, Jane, thank you for that. I had so much help. 4.5 years. Yeah. In the making with the book. Yeah. Very long time. And so, you know, when you create something like that, you think to yourself, is anybody ever even going to read it anyway? You've spent 4.5 years of your life, Dana, creating this book. Is anybody going to read it anyway? And so it's always amazing and so exciting to my soul when somebody says, I want to read your book. I want to experience your book. So thank you all for that. Okay, Susan, this one is for Linda. This one is for Linda. It is the Archangel Ariel. Ariel. Whenever Ariel appears, Ariel says this: you need to get out in nature. You need to get out in nature. You need to spend time outdoors, hugging a tree, walking in the grass, being outdoors, breathing the fresh air. Linda's being called to go outdoors, to be one with Grandmother Earth, with nature, to get some fresh air and commune with nature at this time. And I would, if she were my friend, urge her that when she does go outdoors, you know, whether she needs to go outdoors to recharge her batteries, sometimes we just need to be in nature in order to recharge ourselves. She's being called to go outdoors and to allow Grandmother Earth to help heal her, to nurture her, encourage her to invite the Archangel Ariel to be present when she goes outdoors. So she needs a deep breath of fresh air. Oh, thank you for that. Nellie was kind enough to endorse the book. Thank you for that, Nellie. I really appreciate it. Marianne. Marianne, this one is for you. Shuffle, shuffle. Okay, Spirit says, oh, okay. It is the white buffalo calf woman here for you, Marianne Malika. White buffalo calf woman. White buffalo calf woman, Tesawi says, walk in balance. It is time to walk in balance. To be in balance. That means to receive as much as you give. Right? To be in balance. Take time to nurture yourself. It's one of the sacred teachings is to walk in balance, to be in balance. My life is a sacred journey. I give and I receive in equal measure. Sometimes if we're giving more than we're receiving, it's out of balance. We can become ill. We can become tired. We can become crabby. We can become all of the above. And so when Tesawi shows up, she says, walk in balance, be in balance, go outside. Just like with Linda, go outside, breathe the fresh air. Be one with Grandmother Earth. Grandmother Earth, Unchi, has a wonderful way of helping us to balance ourselves. Sometimes we have to balance ourselves by expressing emotions that we haven't expressed. We keep them all locked inside. That's also being out of balance. So if there are emotions, if you need a good cry, if you need a good laugh, if you need to go out and play, whatever is out of balance, maybe you've been too serious. White Buffalo Calf Woman teaching says, get out there and play. Right? Whatever you need to do to walk in balance. All right. Marianne Haynes, this one is for you. Okay. Marianne. Oh, it is the card of the Yeti, one of my favorites. Card of the Yeti. The Yeti says, it is lonely at the top. The Yeti is known as the god of the hunt. And we, many of us, have a lifetime of hunting. And by that, I mean searching for wisdom, knowledge. Who are we? Why are we? The soul path. All of those things. The Yeti says sometimes in search, while on the hunt for our purpose, for communion with Creator, Wakantanka, it can be very lonely. Not everybody can go with us the full length of our spiritual path, even though we may really want them to be able to do that. They cannot always do it. And so there are times when we find ourselves lonely in pursuit, lonely in the hunt. And that's okay, because we're never, ever really alone. The Yeti says in those times, it's not always that way, of course, there are periods of time. The Yeti says, always remember, in those times, Marianne, you are never, ever alone. Creator, guardian angels, allies, right? Those we love who have gone home are always with us. So sometimes it's lonely at the top, and that's okay. And that's okay. Nellie, this one is for you. Oh, boy, this card doesn't come up very often. Nellie, it is the Wadjet from the Mysteries of Ancient Egypt Empowerment deck, the Wadjet. Now, usually we think of this beautiful cobra-headed goddess, oftentimes on the headpiece of the pharaoh, particularly Cleopatra, or as they say in Egypt, Cleopatra. Right. This is the oracle. This is the symbol of the oracle. You are being called to spend more time with that part of you that is the mystic, that is the oracle. You are an oracle, Nellie, Mervyn. I love that name, Mervyn. Explore it further, trust it, and Mervyn, own it. Own it. And I love you too, Nikki. Own it. All right. Let's just keep this train a-rolling. Rochelle. Been struggling to find a job. I found a couple, but I don't think they will work out. I'm staying positive, but I'm getting tired. Well, maybe what you need to think about, Rochelle, is at those jobs, your light is being drawn there. Your light is needed in those couple of jobs at this time. Nothing in our lives happens by chance. I do believe everything happens for a reason. I believe everything happens for a reason. And I believe we are drawn to jobs, whether they last a day, a week, a year, or 35 years. We're drawn to those jobs because our unique light is needed there. Your light is needed there, Rochelle. Understand that. The uniqueness and beauty of you is needed there. Okay, and so as I'm saying that, the card that is drawn for you is the Archangel Metatron. Metatron. Metatron is a potent angel. As you can see, it's just a beautiful, beautiful card. Metatron represents transformation. This is a transformative time for you. I would say go with the flow of the jobs that you have at the moment and continuing to include your thoughts about where you would like to be, where you would like to end up. Continue with that, but understand that you are exactly where you need to be at this time, but that you are in a time of great transformation. I'm going to read this card to you. Like a butterfly being called from its shimmering cocoon, your higher presence is calling you to the next phase along your soul's journey. This is a time of transformation. Be gentle with yourself. And I am so glad that you understand that you're exactly where you need to be at this time, even when it is frustrating. And sometimes it is really frustrating, but this is a time of transformation. So try as best you can, Rochelle, to really go with the flow at this time. Metatron will help assist you in transforming your job situation, right? Help bring you to the job of your soul, whatever that is next, when this cycle is complete. So employ Metatron, ask Metatron. Yeah. Hey, good morning, Shelley. Thank you for being with us this morning. How wonderful. All right, Pam Doty Nation. Oh, thank you for that. I love your spirit of presence. Thank you for that, Pam. I appreciate that. I like yours too. All right, Pam. It is Heihaka Oyate, the Elk Nation, that is here for you, Pam. Heihaka. Heihaka says a new day has come. A new day has arisen along your path. Welcome a new day. One of the things my brother-in-law Buzz used to say that he loved about the elk out there in the Badlands was that the bugle song or sound that the elk makes is not only haunting, it's breathtaking. And when the elk bugles or sings in the morning, it's greeting a new day. So Spirit asks the question of you, Pam, how do you greet each new day? How do you greet each new day? And remember, every day is a new day. And I would add to that, Pam, that this is a new phase of your life that you are heralding. How are you heralding it? How do you herald every day? How do you herald a new day? Hey, Cindy. Good morning, Cindy. Oh, okay. That's great, Mervyn. Thank you for that. All right, Tracy, this one is for you. Oh, from the spirit of, or excuse me, the Egyptian empowerment deck. It is the Egyptian god Geb, the son of Nut. Geb is the fertility god in the Egyptian pantheon. And what Geb is saying to you, Tracy, is like the goose that laid the golden egg. This is a very fertile time in your life. The goose has laid the golden egg. It's the golden egg of knowledge and wisdom. And it's also a golden egg of prosperity that is being heralded. Employ your wisdom. Employ your knowledge, your gifts, your talents. And what follows is abundance. And I mean your gifts and talents to the core of your soul. There's a difference between, sharing our gifts and talents and getting right down to the nitty-gritty of sharing who we are, right? Sometimes we share gifts and talents based on what we think people want us to share or what we think that they will appreciate us sharing. And then comes the day when we say, I'm going to do it my way. I'm going to share what is right at the core of my being. And then all of a sudden the world transforms. So this is a time for you to really, well, I don't even need to tell you what I'm saying to you, Tracy. There you go. Okay, I'm taking a look because I don't want to forget anybody as I'm going through all of this. All right. Hey, Katie Battle. Hey, thanks, Donna. Have a wonderful day. Katie Battle. Oh, this is an affirmation for you, Katie. It is the angel Anael, the archangel Anael. Anael is associated with the star Sirius, the blue star, right? And which is also known as the star of Isis. Whenever Anael appears, Anael reminds us, because sometimes we can get so locked in our humanness, can't we? I do. There are days all I can think about is the fact that I'm having this human thing going on, right? Anael says, but you must remember, your essence is light. You are what the stars are made of. Your essence is light, Katie. You are what the stars are made of. Oh, that's wonderful, Pam. Thank you for sharing that. All right, Carla Jo. Our eclectic pagan. Oh, Carla Jo, the Earth Dragon is here for you, CJ. The Earth Dragon. The Earth Dragon is calling you to ceremony and calling you to release anything that is weighing you down and preventing you from fully realizing your gifts, your talents, your joy. The Earth Dragon, you're being called to Earth ceremony. Earth Dragon, I'm going to leave it there because you know what I'm talking about. Sonia. Okay. Shuffle. Oh, Sonia. It is the angel Thoth. When the angel Thoth appears, Thoth reminds us to take really good care of yourself. Body, mind, spirit, emotions. What are you bringing into your body for food? What are you bringing in for drink? What are you eating? What are you surrounding yourself with? When Thoth appears, Thoth is asking you the question, are you taking good care of yourself? Why are you not taking good care of yourself? And says it is time to take good care of yourself. You take such good care of all of the four-leggeds that you love. It's time to love yourself as much as you love them and to nurture yourself as much as you love them. That's huge. All right, taking a look here. Okay, Robin. Robin, it is the Pegasus. The Pegasus. The Pegasus represents our creative genius. Our creative genius. And Pegasus says, Robin, it's time to let your creative genius unfold. Time to spend some time being creative, expressing your creativity. Take some time to do that. Whatever being creative means to you. For some people, being creative means arranging artwork in their house, arranging the furniture in their house. It means a variety of things. It doesn't always mean just pen or paint or any of those kinds of things. It can also mean a variety of things, but you are being called to be creative at this time. Get your creativity on. All right, let me having a look here. And by the way, for those of you that love to listen to Polly Jo, she is going live now on Chakra Sessions with Polly Jo LeBay. So you can, if you've had a card drawn already, you can pop in and listen to what she's got going on already this morning on Star Nation's radio network. Chakra Sessions. Yes, that is right, Sonia. After a whirlwind of 4 weeks, it's time for you to sit a spell and take care of you. Cindy, the air dragon is here for you. The air dragon. The air dragon asks the question, what are you creating with your thoughts and your mind? What are you creating with your thoughts and your mind? The air dragon says, Cindy, pay close attention to what you are thinking, what you are saying to yourself, to others. What are you creating with your thoughts? Be mindful. Be conscious of your thoughts, your internal dialogue. Our words are very potent. Our thoughts are very potent. And when we combine thoughts and words, holy smokes, right? So it's just a reminder from the air dragon. Talk nicely to yourself. Have a beautiful inner dialogue with you, Cindy. You deserve it. Be mindful. Be consciously aware and awake of what you are thinking and what you are saying, what you are projecting. Be positive with yourself. Kathy Skirmerhorn, this one is for you. Oh, it is the Archangel Chamuel. Chamuel is the angel of love, of pristine, pure love. And this angel is letting you know, Kathy, that it is walking with you, the angel of love, Chamuel. So sometimes we may feel like we need somebody to help us be more loving, to love ourselves more. Sometimes we just feel like maybe we need a little more love, the feeling of love in our lives. Whatever it happens to be for us, the Archangel Chamuel helps us with that, helps us to be more loving, helps us to love ourselves more. And sometimes loving ourselves means that we need to set firm boundaries. Not always easy. But this is a card of love. It's love letting you know that you are loved, right? It is love, the love of creation, letting you know, Kathy, that you are loved. And in any area of your life where you feel maybe you could use a little more love or a loving presence, loving thoughts, invite Chamuel to be in those places. Yeah. Good morning, Parul. All right, taking a look down here, boy, what a beautiful day. Making sure that I've covered everybody. All right. Mary Squires. Mary, this one is for you, Mary. I'm going to shuffle here. All right, Mary. It's the fire dragon. Boy, a lot of dragon energy today. A lot of dragon energy today. The fire dragon says, welcome to the mystery school. The fire dragon says, pay attention because our teachers come in many forms. Our teachers come to us in many, many ways. Pay attention. This is where you can find the cards that I'm using. I am the author of these cards. David Fix is the artist of these cards, the Mystics Empowerment Series. So what I would add to that is pay attention to the way that the teachers are coming to you, Mary, the way the lessons and teachings and wisdom are coming to you, because the mystery school is inviting you into deeper knowing, understanding, and wisdom. It may come to you in your dream time, daydream time, meditation, prayer, contemplation. Pay attention. The fire dragon is saying, welcome to the mystery school. All right, and this one is for Holly's mom. All right, it is the teaching of Mato, the Bear Nation. The Bear Nation represents our ancestors. This is a reminder to you, Mary Ellen, that your ancestors, those that you love who have gone home, are with you at this time. And I feel as though you needed to be reminded of that today, that those that you love who have gone home to Creator are with you. They're right there with you. Yes. The grandfathers and the grandmothers protect and guide me. That is the mantra of the Grizzly Bear card. Your loved ones are with you, and they want you to know that they love you and that they are with you from their home in spirit. And they will be enjoying the holidays right along with you because they can. Because they can. And they do. And they do. All right. Shelley, this one is for you. Oh, I love that. Mary is saying, my teachers are a 2-year-old Leo and a 8-month-old Pisces. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is just something else. Oh, goodness. All right. Shelley, this one is for you. It is the Bobcat. It is the Bobcat. The Bobcat is formidable, and yet the Bobcat is graceful. The Bobcat card says, stand in who you are, gracefully, formidably. You know who you are. You know who you are. Shelley, be the woman that you know that you are, and be that woman confidently. Be that woman gracefully. Be you. You know who you are. I love the mantra of this card. I'm going to read it to you. I see what lies hidden within all things the Great Spirit has made. I am at peace with myself and my path. I am at peace with myself and my path. Be you. Confidently be you. Oh, I'm glad. Thank you for that, Mary Ellen. Connie Vaughter, Spiritual Mysteries of Life show host. Connie, it is the Sun-Faced Kachina from the Spirit of Mythology Empowerment deck. The Sun-Faced Kachina, of course, comes to us from native North America. The Sun-Faced Kachina is known as the life bringer, and the message for you is this. Stand in the light, Connie. Stand in the light. Stand in the light of who you truly are. You are lighting the way for others to stand in their light. It's amazing, just like with the card for Shelley, the Bobcat. When other people see us standing in the truth of who we are, or in the light of our soul, our gifts and talents, it gives them the courage to do the same, to self-realize, as Yogananda, right, Paramahansa Yogananda would say, to self-realize. Keep shining your light, Connie. It's exquisite. It's beautiful. Keep doing that. It's not always easy either. Let me just say, it just isn't. Keep doing it anyway. All right, Parul. I'm going to pull a card for you. Oh, Parul. The card that I pulled for you is the Archangel Saint Uriel. Uriel. That's right, Shelley. She's saying, thank you, Denise. Course in Miracles. Yeshua says there is nothing to fear. Love is the only reality. That's right. Only love is real. Only love exists and gradations of it, right? Thank you for sharing that. So Parul, for you, this card, Uriel. Uriel, typically, we think of Uriel as its name. The name means the light of the Creator. Uriel is a glorious archangel. And one of the most beautiful teachings that comes from Uriel is this: forgive yourself and love your perfect imperfection. Love your perfect imperfection. I'm going to read the mantra. I love my perfect imperfection. In the instant that you forgive yourself or another, you have selflessly given the precious gift of unconditional love. In the moment that you love yourself in your perfect imperfection, you have given yourself permission to love on the deepest of levels. Remember, release, forgive, and embrace your love. Uriel says, love yourself, all of yourself, not just parts and pieces that you find okay, cool and groovy. No, Uriel says, love the entirety of who you are. It is glorious. Gunjan, this one is for you. All right, as I shuffle. Oh, all right. That's right, Connie. We are all children of the light. We are the light. We are the light. Ganjun. This is the Archangel Azrael. Azrael. Azrael is the archangel of those born under the sign of Scorpio, such as myself, but not relegated only to walking or accompanying those born under the sign of Scorpio, such as myself. Azrael represents our inner mystic, our spiritual gifts, our spiritual talents. And Azrael says to you, embrace your spiritual gifts, your spiritual talents, your intuition, the voice of your soul. The voice of your soul. Embrace that. Pay attention to it. Azrael says, your guardian angels, your higher self, the creator of all things, is always speaking to you. Please take a moment to hear, to feel, to see, to experience the presence of Creator within yourself and all around, in every living thing, seen and unseen. Kelly Spencer. Kelly Spencer. Okay, Kelly. Oh, I love this one. From Native North America, it is the Wampus cat. I do believe that the Wampus cat comes from the Carolinas. And what the Wampus cat represents is listening to the sacred stories, the ancestral stories. And the message of the Wampus cat is this: your life is transforming in beautiful ways. Allow the transformation. Let go of what is no longer needed, what no longer nurtures, and embrace the new. Embrace the new. Your life is transforming, Kelly. Go with the flow of the beauty of that. Jane, as we are wrapping up. I'm not certain if I drew a card. I thought I did, but I'm not sure that I did, Jane. So we are going to make sure that I do it. Maybe it's twice today. That's okay. That's awesome. The card for you is this one, the otter. Jane, the otter. Isn't he cute? The otter says, get out there and play. There's wisdom to be found in play. There's so much wisdom to be found in play. My spirit is curious, playful, and wise. A very old and wise grandmother once said, that would be Grandmother Agnes Pilgrim Baker, once said, laughter is free medicine. Be sure to take some each day. It's a card of playfulness, Jane. How cool is that? Hi, Kayla. Thank you for being here today. You're welcome, Kel. You are welcome. Happy Thanksgiving, CJ. Blessings. All right. Kayla, this one is for you. As I shuffle and shuffle until Spirit says stop. Oh, goodness. All right. For you, Kayla, it is the card known as the Hippogriff. The Hippogriff says to us, do not allow your dreams to die. What are your dreams? What do you dream of doing? What did you dream of doing? And maybe you put it on the back shelf or the back burner. The Hippogriff says it's time to take your dreams to the next level. If you put them somewhere on a bookshelf or the back burner, it's time to bring them to the forefront. Do not allow your dreams to die. Nurture them. Allow them to expand and become. This is a wonderful card for you, Kayla. My hopes and dreams come to life and manifest in remarkable ways. Yes, this card says, do not allow your dreams to die. Bring them to life. This is an auspicious card for you. It's a good card for you. Time to bring your hopes, your goals, your dreams to life. Ask your guardian angels to help you with that. Ask Creator to assist, of course. Yeah, this is a wonderful card for you. All right. And as we wrap it up at the bottom of the 11:30 time slot, it is Barb. Hey, Barb. This one is for you, and it is the Griffin. The Griffin. The Griffin says this to you, Barb. Be brave. Be bold. Be brave. Do not hide. Do not shrink. Be brave. It's very important for you at this time. I face my fears and overcome them with ease, says the Griffin. So this is a time for bravery. It is not a time to shrink, to be a wallflower, to allow everything to happen around you. It is time to take control, to be bold, to be brave, to get out there, to shine your light, to be confident. This is a card of confidence. Be confident in who you are. Be confident in your ability to live your life the way that your soul's avocation is unfolding. Be brave. Be you. Be brave enough to be you. Fully you, Barb. Be brave enough to be fully you. And with that, everyone, just as a reminder, the card that each and every one of us share today is this, Wombly Eagle, to soar above, to spend time in prayer, contemplation, journeying, to allow Creator within and without to speak to us. With that, everyone, thank you for being with me today. Thank you for visiting my website, deniseiwana.com. And again, thank you for your support of my work and the work that I do in tandem with the artist David Fix at The Mystic's Heart. Blessings be, everyone. Love you too.